about fast food, not the book. That's what happens. Fast food, right there. That's what needs to happen to the industry.
What happens to your body when you eat fast food?
This is your body when you eat fast food.
Kids, that's what's happening to
Kids
kids.
are getting burnt.
They're burning.
Basically, yeah, burning the kids.
Yeah.
Alive.
Cremating the kids.
Cremation of the kids.
Yeah.
Because they're eating too much fast food.
It's terrible.
That's what happens right there.
Burning.
Burned in there.
That's like the book.
Yep. Thoroughly read book right here. We love this book.
Yep. Read it good.
Read every single page. Read it. Every word. Right. Small lines. Right back.
It's back.
On the other side.
On the other side. Hi, I am the Jacob Dallas Dolphin, graduate of Harvard University.
And I am the Watterson Young. I just go to school at Vestavia Hills High School, but me and Jake here, we read this phenomenal book, Fast Food Nation. And prior to reading this book, both of us were avid fast food goers. We would go 2, 3, 10, 20, I don't know, times a week to these fast food joints. And we went because we didn't know how bad it was for our health.
But after reading this fantastic book, which we did indeed read,
We read most of it.
we learned about the corruption and the basically insanity of the fast food industry and how they're targeting children. For example, they use tactics such as the kids meal and the kids meal toy. They're sending out toys of a child's favorite cartoon character or a child's favorite superhero just to get them to come back to the restaurant and eat their unhealthy foods.
And they also got the playgrounds, the McDonald's playgrounds. Down the road, you see the playground. What kid doesn't want to go to the playground? I went to the playground. Jake loved the playground. Waggis Pack, I know you loved the playground. I'm sure you know got down and dirty in the playground. But hey, that's why they go back, because of the playgrounds.
And that's not it. There's also the mascots. Ronald McDonald. I'm sure 80% of the kids know Ronald McDonald better than they know Jesus, or Gandhi, or MLK Jr. But that's not it. There's also the Chick-fil-A cow, the Burger King king. These are all like figures they use to bring the kids back, to nag their parents to come back to these fast food joints.
And where do you see these Ronald McDonalds and these Burger King kings? You see them in the daggum commercials. The commercials. You don't see Jesus in the commercial, you don't see Gandhi in the commercial. So that's why the kids are so familiar with these characters, because of the dang commercials.
So, Fast Food Nation, the book we read so thoroughly. Let's rattle off a few facts for you. Watterson?
Yes, fast food is directly related to hypertension, obesity, and heart disease. What else, Jake?
Now, this consumption of these sugar-sweetened foods that the fast food industry provides leads to excessive weight gain, which is a major risk factor in diabetes. Now, Watterson, how many people in the U.S. have diabetes exactly?
9.3% of our population has diabetes.
Now, is that number rising or is that number falling, Watterson?
It's going up very steadily.
It's going up. Now, that's not it. 1/3 of the population eats fast food, and that 1/3 gains 6 pounds more than the population that doesn't eat fast food. Very good.
And 1 in 10 kids are obese from this food that they eat. 1 in 10. That number is also steadily increasing. And also, you know how many restaurants, how many fast food joints there are
I do,
in the
Watterson.
world?
Why don't you tell us?
I'll tell you, brother. Over 250,000. Now, where do these kids see these fast food restaurants every day?
I'll tell you where they see these fast food restaurants. When they're walking to church, when they're walking to school, they're driving to the synagogue, they're driving to who knows where they're driving, you know? That's where they see them, because they're everywhere, Watterson.
They are everywhere. They're everywhere. Hey, in your alma mater, Harvard, they did a study, and they said by 2050, the obesity rate is going to have increased, and it's going to be up to 42% of our population.
Now that's crazy.
That's really high.
That's really...
I'd say that's almost 50%.
That's just about 8% away.
From what? 50?
From 50,
I'd
yeah.
say.
That's... Alright, now you know how bad fast food is for our children. It's addictive. It teaches our kids to like these foods and to eat these foods continuously. They grow old. They continue eating these foods. They teach their kids to eat these foods. The obesity, the diabetes, it continues to show up in our populations.
And they keep passing it down from kids to kids. And then the only way to fix this is to educate the people. And the only way to educate the people is to go through the schools. Because that's how all of our kids are educated, are in our schools. And so we can bring people in, talk about nutrition, talk about different ways to get food. We can bring people into the schools. We can have better food within our schools. There are plenty of different ways we can do this. They just have to take the initiative to affect and make an effect and make a difference in these kids' lives. And or else we're just going to keep passing down these addictive ways down through the population.
They need to teach kids to eat more organic foods, to eat more vegetables, to eat more fruits, less fatty foods, less carbs. We don't want any hamburgers or bacon, greasy foods like that.
You can have those every once in a while, but you also need to have more of your main contingency of food needs to be from organic food, as Jake said, or homemade food, home-cooked food. These foods are much healthier, much more nutritious. Like Jones Valley. I went to Jones Valley the other day. We pulled the carrots right out of the ground and we ate them. And those carrots, how great were those carrots, Jake?
Unbelievable.
Best carrot you ever had?
Best carrot I ever had.
Best carrot I ever had. So when we go to those kind of places like Jones Valley or anywhere like that, and we make our own, grow our own food, grow our own crops.
Local foods.
Local foods.
It's not being shipped from California. It's not being shipped from Mexico. It's
Nowhere.
not being shipped from who knows where. It's
Who knows?
local. It's fresh.
It's
fresh
better for
fruit.
you.
Yeah, fresh fruit is much better than a carrot that's 5 days old from California.
Yeah, much better for you, much better for the economy almost even. Because then the small farmers, they get their share. And those farmers, they have to make money too. And wait a second, you have a farm. You know you want people to eat local. You would love people to come to your farm and buy your food. So for everyone to buy their food from organic places, close places like Jones Valley and those kind of places, is much better for the population as a whole. Would you agree, Jake?
Yeah, that's how we fix the problem. That's how we save the children.
The only way to save the children is through education. Roll Tide, baby. Boo!